Revelation 2142, b. From the 7th of November 1941. Stars. Spiritual and earthly substance. There is nothing in the universe that does not have its origin in God. Consequently, everything must herald divine wisdom, that is, it must correspond to a plan that God has designed in His wisdom. Thus nothing in the universe is purposeless, even if it appears so to man. The heavenly bodies correspond to their purpose just like the earth, although they are designed differently. Everything in the universe gives the still unfree spiritual the possibility to develop upwards. That is the only purpose of every work of creation. But it is by no means to be assumed that all works of creation therefore consist of the same substance, that therefore only earthly substance, matter, can be the receiving station of the undeveloped spiritual, for this assumption would require that everything in the universe consists of the same earthly substance. It would also mean that all celestial bodies would be inhabited by the same beings, by human beings. But this would mean remaining in always the same state, that is lifelessness in the undeveloped state, that is inactivity. Furthermore, it would mean constant darkness, and thus all celestial bodies would have to be lightless creations. But the more highly developed beings would feel this creation as unbearable compulsion because they would not find beings willing to receive their light emission. Thus the striving towards God would never find fulfillment if the being was not released from its earth-bound state and came into free regions where an activity without compulsory cover is possible. Therefore creations must also exist which no longer mean compulsion for the being. But every earthly substance is a constraint for the spiritual being in it, consequently, it has to be eliminated, and creations have to exist which can only be explained purely spiritually because they are only purely spiritual substance. They exist, but not visible to the human eye, but only perceptible with the spiritual eye. Hence they are to be regarded as spiritual creations, which means that they can only be seen after earthly life, that they harbor spiritual beings which have already passed earthly life and are to develop higher. But the being's state of maturity is different, consequently the creations which serve the being's abode must also be different. Amen.